to the Key Witness Media Podcast with Kurt Maggs. Kurt Maggs Radio.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Key Witness Media Podcast. This is also the Kurt Maggs Radio Show. How's everybody doing today? It's me, Kurt Maggs, in the building. Hoping everything's sounding okay. Hope everything sounds okay. I'm testing out some new equipment and trying to make some adjustments to try to make things better. And I want to sound more clearer and crisper to everyone. I did receive a few complaints saying that sometimes the music is overbearing, or sometimes the vocals are a lot louder than they should be, and I'm trying to find the right balance for that. So excuse me while I go through this test to try to figure out things. But I just wanted to bring up a topic right quick, in this addressing death. And I know that death is something that we're all going to face one day. And what brought this about is the deaths of some of the people that you kind of grow up with, even whether it's sports or entertainment or someone in your neighborhood, someone you grew up with, parents. You even got people that you went to school with, and you're seeing them leave here. And today, I was on Facebook, and I'm usually not on Facebook that much. I might peek around there for a few seconds just to look at my news feed or see what's going on, but I'm not on there that much to say that I'm a true Facebook fan. I used to be at one time, but I did notice that Facebook can get a little hairy at times, and some people will get offended. Some people will put out quotes and say things, and somebody will take it the wrong way and they're offended. Or you may like a picture, make a comment, and then they figure, hey, my picture, you didn't say anything or you didn't like it. So to cut that out, I just said, you know what, I want to kind of minimize my time on Facebook, and I want to concentrate more on Twitter. So I'm going to start going back to Twitter and using that a little bit more regularly than I used to. But I was on Facebook, and I happened to go on the site where they're having the high school reunion. And I just happened to stumble upon it. I don't know how it got in my feed. But I said, let me go look on this and see what's going on. And I haven't been to any of my high school reunions. And no one's ever done anything to me when it comes down to my high school. Everybody was usually pretty cool, laid back, but I was a horrible student. I didn't care. I went to school when I kind of felt like it, skipping school, skipping classes. I mean, it got to the point where I would skip the whole day. Now, I'm not going to say where I was going, where I was hiding out at. Some people knew where I was at, but, that's not important. I was a very horrible student. And if I could go back and rewind back time, I think I would do a lot better. I think I would be a lot cooler with my classmates, which I got some cool classmates, and people that went to school with us, they're dying. Man, they are dying. There were some that were younger than I that have passed away. And all of them are not due to anything violent. It's just time. Some may have not taken care of their health. Some may have been doing things that might have been too excessive and didn't know that they were wearing their bodies down. And I look at myself and I say, wow, I'm a little overweight. Let me correct that. I'm a lot overweight. I've allowed myself to gain weight for no reason. And just being negligent. And the older we get, things just don't move and react the way it used to. I have somewhat of a knee issue, and my knee bothers me quite a bit. And it's bothered me it's getting to the point where it's aggravating my lower back, my hip side. And I bought me a foam roller. I'm going to start using that foam roller to kind of work on my legs and my thighs to try to take some of that stress and pressure off of my knees. But I know that I need to correct my diet and make some changes. And I say that to say this. Some of the things that we have done concerning other people, we need to get them right. Now, I'm going to be the first to admit I am guilty. I'm quick to pull the trigger on someone if I figure that they're not loyal or they're not saying who they really are, as though I'm the right person to do that. And I think I'm going to spend time and going back and telling people that apologize for pulling the trigger and ending friendships, relationships, even acquaintances. It's not right. It's not right. One particular case, I was going to church, and met a brother, and him and his family always treated me and my family very well. And I'll say I had to pick sides. Things got a little different because my wife decided to be friends with people who I wouldn't normally deal with because of the trouble making that they create, and they always seem to be in the middle of something. Well, at that point in time, I was working 2 jobs, loved the church I was going to, and I'm thinking that we're all working towards the one goal of bringing people to Christ, doing the right things, being a positive influence on the youth in the community, at the job, every place that we go. Later to find out that these people on this other side did not have the same focus. I let my guard down because I trusted my wife's opinion on these people because she said no one really gave them a chance and most of the stuff wasn't true. Well, most of the stuff was true. But in the middle of that, there was a lot of lies being told, people being very dishonest. And I decided to cut off and end friendships and even stopped attending the church that I was going to that I really loved because I believed this one side more than the other. And I never took the time to check it out. I'm going to contact that brother and get that right. Sometimes you try to do things and you're confused, and a lot of times you can put your pride and let that get in the way. But I learned a valuable lesson. Never let other people influence you on your decisions when it comes down to relationships with other people. Now, these people that were causing all the trouble not only caused the trouble, but they caused a split within the church. Now, I'm not adding or subtracting anything from what people said and what they did, but I know my wife was part of the problem. No innocence there at all. And a lot of times, when you're around people who cause a lot of trouble and cause a lot of problems, and you're hanging thick as thieves, that they would say, you're just like them. And I later found out she was just like them. But I would like to say, as I part, get things right, clear it up. And I always have this saying, a lot of times the people you running with are worse than the ones you running from. Peace and God bless.
You're now listening to the Key Witness Media Podcast with Kurt Maggs. Kurt Maggs Radio.